Chapter 4. Goodbye, Shingala.
You mustn't move it. I said not to move it. What do you want? I'm a bit tied up right now.
That's a Shigura, isn't it? He's still a child.
Ah, so you know about them, do you? I gave him a name. I call him Shingala. He turned up here lost about a month ago. Every year at about this time, the Shigura come from the south and live on these shores for a while. This one must have got split up from the tribe. I'm Pao. I live in this cave. How's it going?
I'm Maximilian.
I'm Monica.
Is Shingala injured?
Yeah. He slipped from the cliff yesterday and took me with him. I didn't think human medicine would be any good. Damn it. Sorry about this, but I need to ask a favor. Can you watch Shingala while I go and look for some medicine? Outside the cave, there's a place where some Shigura are gathered. I think if I go there, I might be able to find some medicine that'll help.
Watch him? What do we do?
Just watch him. I'll be as quick as I can. Thanks.
Hey, wait a minute!
Aw, man, he's just gone.
How come we get stuck here babysitting some sea dragon? The nerve of that kid.
Oh, it's not that bad. This big guy's pretty cool. What?
What's the matter with him?
He's headed outside.
You've got to stop him.
It's no good. Wow! He's heading toward the sea.
We've got to follow him.
Okay. The sea. I remember now. You once read me a story about a turtle who traveled the 7 seas.
And so Tack the sea turtle made it back home safely. The end.
Mother, what is the sea like?
The sea? Well, it's so big that it goes on as far as you can see. And then the sky and sea meet and become one. It's very beautiful.
I don't really get it. I want to see it myself.
When you get a bit older, we'll go there together.
Really? That's a promise, right? I'll see it for sure. Oh, what's all this?
It's one of those murals called Moon of Destruction. They discovered a whole bunch of them in my era, too.
Moon of Destruction.
They show an imaginary world where the moon comes crashing down, destroying mankind. Nobody's been able to figure out why there are so many of these things or what purpose they served.
Wow. What's the point of so many murals, all exactly the same?
Maybe the ancient people were trying to tell us something with these murals.
Tell us something?
Oh, I don't know. It's just a hunch. Something about them makes me think so, I guess.
Whoa!
Shingala?
Shingala, stop!
Look, there's something on his head.
What is it?
I think I know what it might be.
Pow!
Shingala, what's going on? Shingala, stop it!
It's no use. Look at Shingala's head. There's some kind of device there. I think he's being controlled by it.
Huh?
Look out!
Ah!
He's not going to listen to us.
Shingala!
Run for it, Pow!
Oof. What's happened to Shingala? He doesn't recognize me.
It's not that. You saw the strange device on his head? I'm sure that it's controlling him.
We've got to think of some way to get it off of him.
Maybe the people at Luna Lab will know a way.
Yes, exactly. They might be able to help us. Let's go.
Shingala!
Max, we can't do anything here now. Let's come up with a plan.
Hey, a building!
Let's go check it out. Looks like there's another lab now.
Let's go inside. Maybe someone's home. Just think of what I could make with all this.
This is Lunatic Wisdom Laboratory, the greatest research facility in the world. This is the central lab, the biggest research room of them all.
Hey, I bet they could make something to send us back 10,000 years here.
I bet you're right.
Oh, who are you?
Are you a Luna Lab researcher?
Indeed. I'm Osmond, and I'm one of the top researchers at Luna Lab. Can I help you?
Really? That's great. We need your help. Could you lend us a hand?
My hand? Oh, here you are.
Ugh.
So this sea dragon is under mind control. Well, in that case, we'll have to short out the device that's attached to its head.
Yeah, shorting it out would work. But how?
To do that, there's an old invention that I think may help. An electric worm!
Electric worm?
How do we use that?
Feed it to the dragon. When he eats this worm, it'll send a strong electric pulse that'll short out the device on his head.
Great!
Hey, wait a minute. Do Shigura even eat worms?
Good point. Shigura definitely eats fish, but maybe not worms.
In that case, feed the worm to a fish first. Then feed the fish to the Shigura. How's that?
Sounds good.
But wait, how are we going to get a fish to eat that worm thing?
Do you always have to be so negative? I bet you don't have too many friends.
That's not true.
First you catch a fish, right? And then what you need to get the fish to eat the electric worm is an aquarium. Fish pick and choose their bait when you're fishing, but in an aquarium, they'll eat almost anything. Oh, you already have one. Well, that makes things easier. Feed the electric worm to a fish in the aquarium. The fish will become electrically charged, and then you feed that to the Shigura. Simple, isn't it? Good luck. I hope it all works out.
Okay. Thanks, Dr. Osmond.
Oh, so you've already got the plans for an aquarium. Then all you need now are the materials. Once you've made the aquarium, feed the electric worm to a fish in it. Then feed the electrically charged fish to the Shigura. Simple, isn't it? Good luck. Bye then. Hope it works.
Okay. Thanks, Dr. Osmond. Aquarium?
Yes, you don't have to be a top-class inventor like me to make an aquarium. Why don't you make one yourselves?
So how do I make it?
Come on, figure it out yourself. Oh, well, okay. I suppose I could give you some tips. A wooden box, a window, and a fountain. I bet you could find that stuff in your own town.
A wooden box, a window, and a fountain. Got it. I'll give it a try.
Once you've got yourselves an aquarium, put the fish in and feed it the electric worm. Then feed the electrically charged fish to the Shigura. Don't forget that. Good luck. I hope it works.
Great. Thanks, Dr. Osmond.
Max, put the electric fish in Shingala's mouth.
I'll do my best.
Shingala! Shingala!
It worked! The device is off!
Yeah! Is he all right?
He's really exhausted.
We'd better get him back to the water.
What are you doing following us in your condition? Huh? I told you it was dangerous, didn't I? What am I gonna do with you? Max, Monica, I have a favor to ask. Go to the seashore where the other Shigura are and bring back some medicine that will work on Shingala. I can't get away from here myself.
Oh boy. Okay, pal. We'll do it. We'll be back.
But even if we do find this beach where the Shigura are, how are we going to find the medicine? It might help if we could talk to the other Shigura.
Maybe we can. I got an idea.
Huh?
Aha!
Oh yeah, Luna Lab.
Yep. I bet they could knock something together that'll let us talk to the sea dragons.
I bet you're right.
What comes after the fishing contest?
The Finny Frenzy.
Finny Frenzy?
That's right. Contestants race their fish of choice to see which one is the fastest.
Great idea, Mayor. You outdid yourself this year.
Hey there, I'm Dr. Knobb. I'm the head researcher here.
But you're a...
I know what you're thinking. What's a kid doing in a place like this, right?
Yeah, how come?
You shouldn't judge a book by its cover. This lab relies on sheer ability. The more brains you have, the higher your position. It's only natural.
So that means you're the smartest person here then?
I guess you could say that. By the way, I know about you folks recovering the origin points Griffon destroyed. And now you're on a quest to restore the world. I just had the computer run an analysis. I even know what you're searching for.
What? Really? A device to talk to sea dragons, right?
Huh? Don't you want to go 10,000 years in the past?
Oh, well that too. But first we need a machine to let us talk to those sea dragons.
A Shigura translation device. We already have one of those.
There's one already?
Yes, Shigura are very important creatures to us here at the lab. Once a year they come from the South Island to the shore here. When they do, they bring a stone called the Luna Stone with them. That stone has the mysterious ability to rapidly increase human brain power. Thanks to the Luna Stone, this lab is home to the world's best thinkers. So it's vital that we be able to communicate with the Shigura too. That's why we've already developed a Shigura translation device. Hey, you!
Yes, sir?
Go get me the shell talkie.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Here you go.
So we can talk to the sea dragons with this.
Well, sort of. You'll only be able to understand Shigura with a comparatively high level of intelligence. Not Shigura children, for example.
I guess that means a chat with Shingala is out. Thanks, Dr. Knobb. We'll be back.
See you then.
Phew! We're here! Shigura Village.
It sure looks like it.
Which Shigura should we try and talk with?
Who knows? Let's try them all one by one.
I am Baru, the Shigura tribe elder. We rarely see humans here. What is it you want?
Well, actually, we have a favor to ask.
A favor? What is it?
There's an injured Shigura on the far shore. Human medicine isn't doing any good, so we need some Shigura medicine.
A Shigura? Then it must be one that got separated from my tribe.
I think so.
I must be getting old if I can't even keep my own tribe together. All right, take this then. It should work on our lost Shigura's injuries. Care for him well.
Thank you, Elder.
Come on, let's hurry back to Pow's place.
Sure thing.
His wounds are healing.
Shingala, you feeling better? Oh, I'm so glad. You're all better. That tickles. Stop it.
Pow really looks happy.
Yeah.
What's that? Don't tell me it's... Gaspard!
It's heading towards Shigura Village! Don't tell me they're going to attack!
I'm sure they will. Let's get to the village fast!
What? What's going on?
You and Shingala go back to your place. We'll defend Shigura Village.
Huh? What? But...
Just do it! You don't want Shingala to get hurt again, do you?
Okay.
Let's go, Monica!
Right. Hey, what are the Shigura doing?
Look! They've got the same devices on as Shingala did! They're being controlled!
That Gaspard! He doesn't stop at anything!
How do you like my new invention, the marionette? Now the Shigura are under my complete control.
So you're the one that put that thing on Shingala!
Huh? Oh, you mean that Shigura calf? Why, yes, that was my work as well. I had quite a lot of fun with that one.
You won't get away with this!
Why, you little loudmouth! Just what do you plan to do, eh? I think I'll just have my Shigura toy with you for a while. How does that grab you? Oh, I can't believe it! You actually beat me! Ooh. But why are you... You're all worthless! Withdraw!
Yes, sir.
Thank you for saving us. Who were those people?
They're the Dark Forces sent by Emperor Griffon.
Emperor Griffon.
That's right. He and his henchmen are trying to undo history. I don't know what he's after exactly, but I do know that if we don't stop him, our world may be destroyed.
I see. I had no idea. I truly must be getting old. I should have known what was going on in the world. My days as the elder of this tribe are coming to an end.
Max! Monica!
Hey, it's Pow!
You are the one who rescued our stray tribe member?
Oh, no, it's nothing, really.
So, it was you, was it? This child's mother was lost on this trip. Even for the Shigura, an expedition of this kind is never easy. It's a long journey, and we lose many along the way. Sadly, this child's mother was one of them. With his mother gone, I am sure he thought of you as his own parent.
Oh.
I don't know how to thank you. This child will grow up to be a fine Shigura, thanks to your kindness.
Aw, stop it, Shingala.
Our tribe must return south now.
So this is goodbye.
We must part, for now. Thank you for all you have done. May you have good fortune in your travels. Farewell, all of you.
Take good care of yourself, Shingala. I know you'll grow up to be a great Shigura. Hey, it's hard for me to say goodbye too, you know? Go on. Off you go. Shingala! I know you'll come back someday. I'll be waiting for you. Bye, Shingala. Take care.
So the sea dragon, Shingala, after seeing the kindness of humans, set out on his own journey across the wide seas. Every year from that day, Shingala continued to bring Luna stones to this shore, and when he did, he always looked for Pau. Shingala never for a moment forgot the special days that he spent with Pau. And then, 20 years later, thanks to the biggest load of Luna stones ever brought by the new Shigura elder Shingala, the world's premier research center, Lunatic Wisdom Laboratory, was finally completed.
Thanks to you, the lab's been completely restored to its former state. I really appreciate it. Now let me explain my plan for getting you to Griffon 10,000 years in the past.
Really?
Sure, there's nothing this Luna lab can't do.
Oh, wow!
Ixion, a time-traveling locomotive. A fantastic non-stop express that can cross both time and space. When this is finished, you'll be able to travel 10,000 years into the past, where Griffon is.
Amazing! How much longer will it take?
Let's see. Let me check. Dr. Jamming.
Jamming?
What?
Now hold on a minute. This is not the same Jamming that attacked you back in the past, okay? Well, not exactly the same anyway. He happens to be his grandson.
Dr. Jamming's grandson?
I'm terribly sorry. It seems my grandfather caused you a lot of trouble. Please accept my apology. However, without my grandfather's research, I would have never been able to develop the Ixion. My grandfather was researching technology that would allow objects to float on the air using sound. He called this his aeroharmonics flying technology. However, he came to a dead end in his research and became desperate. That's when Gaspard persuaded my grandfather into becoming one of Griffon's servants. But when he lost that battle to you two, he had a change of heart. He rededicated himself to his research and was able to perfect his aeroharmonics technology.
He perfected aeroharmonics?
Many flying vehicles were developed after that, based on his technology. Of course, the Ixion here takes advantage of the same technology, and by combining it with the space-time control panel I developed, the Ixion is capable of soaring through the sky and traveling through time. My grandfather has passed away, but before he died, he told me I should use his research for something good and just. I try to carry on his wishes, and I think that by continuing his research, this world can truly be saved.
Dr. Jamming. He was quite a guy.
Yes, and you helped him become the man he was.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say...
But that's strange. In the history I know, aeroharmonics technology was never perfected. Our travels must be creating a new history for the world. Do you think that's okay?
Well, I'm still getting the hang of this, but I'm thinking that maybe history as you know it is not necessarily the one true history.
Huh?
As well as fixing the flow of time that Griffon has disrupted, we've also been able to add new flows to it. And though these have been different from the original flows, maybe they're meant to be the real-world history. Ultimately, you could say that even Griffon himself is playing a necessary part in creating a new, complete history.
Griffon? Necessary? You can't be serious!
Why not?
Doctor, something terrible's happened. The rebel forces in the west are coming under attack from Griffon.
What? Attacked? Get me Elena!
Huh? Elena. Your name, Mother. Just who is my mother? And why isn't she with us? Even my own father wouldn't answer my questions. Now I realize that Father hoped I would find out those answers for myself.
Doctor, this is Elena. We're fighting Griffin's main army over here. If it carries on like this, Griffon will probably attack the Luna Lab too. Be careful.
Mother?
Is that Max?
Yes.
You mean this boy is Elena's...
That's right. Max is Elena's son.
Max, I'm sorry. I'll bet your father never told you what happened to me.
That's right. But why?
Max, we live in different worlds.
What?
It's all right, Max. I'll explain everything. I'll tell you why I couldn't go on living with you. But to explain that, I need to explain what's going on in this world now.
What do you mean by that?
I'm from the future, just like Monica. Our time has changed greatly because of the devastation caused by Emperor Griffon. We couldn't let Griffon get away with it. So the people of our time formed a rebel force to fight against him. But Griffon began to use the power of the stone.
Stone?
One of the fabled Atlamilia stones that possess great powers. Powers that can move the earth and control time. Griffon harnessed that power to rewrite history bit by bit. He turned on people and erased their very existence from history. Atlamilia are strange jewels with a will of their own. They choose their owners themselves. Legend has it that Atlamilia will only choose for their owners people of good heart. We don't know how Griffon has managed to get his hands on one of the Atlamilia, but the fact is he can use the power of that stone, and for us to be able to fight him, we needed one too. 3 Atlamilia exist in the world. The first is the Sunstone, which Griffon possesses. The other 2 are the Moonstone, which emits a blue light, and the Earthstone, which emits a red light. Griffon tried to increase his powers by gaining possession of the remaining 2 Atlamilia. So we searched for the remaining 2 stones. First, we traced the owner of the Moonstone. That was Monica's father, King Raybrand. At first we thought we could inherit the Atlamilia from King Raybrand to help us in our fight against Griffon, but the stone wouldn't accept any one among us as its owner. And so, in the end, we were unable to get the stone. We guarded King Raybrand so that the stone would not fall into Griffon's hands. We decided to protect the person that the stone had chosen from the threat of Griffon. But Griffon was devious, and he assassinated King Raybrand. Griffon didn't get his hands on the stone, though. The stone refused to become Griffon's, and instead chose King Raybrand's daughter, Monica, as its new owner. That's how the second stone came to be Monica's. And so we looked for the last remaining Atlamilia, the Earthstone. But we couldn't find it, because it didn't exist in our time. According to the prophecy of the great sage, Crest, the Earthstone existed 115 years in the past. Its owner was a young boy called Gerald. We knew that Griffon would use his powers to travel through time and go back to Gerald's era looking for the stone. In order to protect the red Atlamilia, I traveled to Gerald's time, and I made it my job to protect him. But during the time I was with Gerald, I fell in love with him. And then, Max, you were born. The first 5 years of your life went by in a flash. But then I had to return to my own time. Because the war against Griffon was intensifying, I said goodbye to you and Gerald, and I returned to my time. I haven't been able to see you since.
My mother is from the future?
That's right, and we're the ones that were chosen by these 2 Atlamilia.
But I was just given this stone by my father.
No, not exactly. Your father couldn't even touch it anymore. He must have realized the stone had chosen a new owner. Gerald couldn't touch it himself, but he saw you could play with it without effect. The Atlamilia chose you as its new owner, so Gerald let you have it.
I think that the Atlamilia have reasons for who they choose as their owners. There's probably even a reason why Griffon was chosen.
A reason he was chosen?
That's right.
Like what?
That I don't know. But the stones are guiding people for the sake of something great. I can just feel it. I'm sorry. It looks like we haven't any more time to talk.
Just wait a little longer. If we can recreate Pasnos, we'll have a chance to fight back.
Recreate Pasnos? But how?
Max and Monica will recreate its origin point, of course.
The origin point of Pasnos is a workshop in Heimrada, A village at the foot of Mount Gundor. You'll have to head there. But Mount Gundor is a dangerous place. I'm not sure if you...
We'll be fine, Elena. Just leave it to us.
Don't worry, Mother. I'll save you. Just stay here.
Max, okay. Take care, both of you.
You bet.
Hurry now and set out for your next goal. The volcano, Mount Gundor. A huge factory, the Gundorata workshop, will be built there in the future. That's where the rebellion army's ace-in-the-hole Pasnos will be built.
Pasnos?
It was the mobile stronghold of our rebel army. Griffon wiped Pasnos out, but if we could bring it back, I bet we can make a counterattack.
Then let's go to Mount Gundor.
Hey, Max, Monica.
How's that bridge?
We finished the repairs ages ago, guys.
Then let's head for Mount Gundor.
All right.
Alrighty then, here we go. Mount Gundor, here we come.